she chewing?
WYCO.
I wanna know what you chewing.
I do.
I wanna know what you chewing.
I do.
I wanna know what you chewing.
I do.
I wanna know what you chewing.
I wanna know what he chewing. I wanna know what she chewing. I wanna know what they chewing. I wanna know what we chewing.
We got another killing, of course, Stephon Clark. It doesn't end. And we also got out in Sterling. He has not beat the case. Would you say it like that? He didn't beat the case? Or like because he didn't win? Or
yeah, he didn't win his
we didn't win as a community? Or, the cops didn't go down.
Man,
but
he lost the second they took his life. Biggest thing that came out now was that they decided not to charge the officers.
Sad, man.
The wrongful murder that led to his death. The biggest thing is that now, after they said the officers were not going to be charged, they are now prepared to release 4 new videos of the incident that they described as being graphic and disturbing. And the biggest thing is, why now?
Wait.
Now that the officers are not going to be charged.
So I haven't been reading too much into this case because it hits my heart. But what are the videos that they're releasing? Like, it's of the scene of the actual killing.
Yes.
Now.
Yeah, the original video that blew up on Twitter was out to Sterling was a black man in front of a store in Baton Rouge selling CDs, and I can't remember exactly how the cops got involved. But they eventually wrestled him to the ground, and they said he was reaching for something in his pocket. He said, "Stop reaching, stop reaching." And they shot him. Bomb, bomb.
Probably a CD.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
The CD.
And the video on Twitter
Or
was
DVD.
real graphic as it was. You can see the blood splatter on the car. And he left behind a daughter and a son. I remember because I saw his son on CNN just crying, man, going through it.
Oh yeah, I remember the son crying and going through. That's devastating.
So and what's crazy about that is because right after that, a couple months later, was the killing of those Dallas cops in Texas, where that Q went and murdered a couple cops.
It went
and
wild.
everybody went wild about it. And no, I don't feel like, and I'm getting to a whole nother topic. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And
Yeah,
keep moving,
no,
but
that's how we do it.
I don't
man.
feel like that was right, and I will never celebrate another man's death because of our own or dying.
Yeah.
But with saying that, I mean this in the most respectful way possible.
You understand?
Now you get a taste of what black people feel like.
Mm-hmm.
He took away. This man had
sample.
kids. He was.
What?
Not
It
even-
ain't
not
even a
just a little-
taste.
just a
It's a
little- you know
little
what I'm saying?
dab.
You put that
Smell,
little water
like,
in the little top.
you got the
You
food sitting in
sniff,
front of
yeah, you
like, you can't even
sniffing
eat
it,
it,
bro.
Yeah, that.
You ain't gonna eat that food, but I'm gonna put it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much as I don't, condone stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Like Daniel said, now you get like a little whiff of what happens like in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all want to hold, conversations on cops being killed, but people gonna retaliate. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's only so much.
How much can you take?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
said
saying?
one time
And
I
everybody
said-
has their breaking point.
I said before. I said one more time. Racist people, you are lucky that black people want equality and not revenge.
Some people want revenge, and that's what's gonna happen.
I think more and more people are starting to want revenge, and that's why that thing in Dallas just happened.
That's
It's a
why
sense
agape
of
is real.
You go
We
through the
need it.
same things. You felt, you felt depressed. You felt betrayed. You felt angered, and then you realize nothing's gonna happen. No changes are gonna come from it.
Like, imagine how
Same
that
story.
little boy feels. Like, imagine how in Sterling's
Because
son
This
feels.
is
From the
hard.
time,
Imagine how all those kids feel.
because you go back from Rodney King to all of 2016 and forth, where it really started to blow up because now videos
Media.
started surfing about what's happening.
Yeah, because it's been happening, but the media came out.
Yeah. But since the media has come out and been able to actually show footage of what's going on, and y'all see what's happening, and still there's no change.
My question:
There are no
anybody
discussions.
in this room name a police killing that got justice? Can y'all name one? Do y'all know of any?
Nope.
Either way, they ain't getting complete justice because of the death, bro.
Exactly. You should have never shot the man in the first place. He's reaching for his wallet. I can't understand it. I can't.
God.
A lot of the reason is because of like the case that Remy brought up. A white man in full body arm. What'd you see? It was on Twitter, right, Remy?
Yeah, and yes, it was by a verified account, a news journal. You know what I'm saying? To be specific,
Sorry for my little stud bud.
Stud bud.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I stutter when I get excited. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for being so long, but you know what I'm saying?
It's no rush, bro. Just do your thing.
All right, ABC News. Police in Chicago arrest a man wearing body armor and carrying a loaded gun at the city's Union Station. At the city's Union Station.
This man's at the.
Now look,
man.
a man, you know what I'm saying? Not that it's gonna make a difference, but a white man quoted that and said, "I guess a white man dressed in body armor carrying a fully loaded gun doesn't make an officer fear for his life as much as a black man carrying his cell phone." Duly noted.
That's quite interesting.
Cool.
How you feel about
Quite
that?
interesting.
Is the case of Stephon Clark.
Yeah, man.
Shot in his
African-American man
backyard.
shot his own
Bro,
backyard.
they shot this man 20 times, bro.
I don't care what the situation is.
In his
Shoot
grandma's
somebody.
backyard, bro. Come on, dog.
That's it.
That's it right there. That was 20. I hope y'all heard
20
that. That was 20.
times, bro.
That's how many they
Just
let
to
out.
find out all he had on him was a cell phone. And even then,
And he also had children, right?
Yeah, and he was
Bro,
changing
that
his
joint
life.
is
His brother
ridiculous,
said.
bro. They messing up these kids' heads for the rest of their life,
I
bro.
saw this on a picture on a protest, and I put it in one of my poems. It said, "You all make fun of us for being fatherless, but you are the ones taking them."
I'm saying no.
Come on.
Like,
That's deep.
a message to any police officer, like, I want to know, like, how do y'all sleep at night? You know what I'm saying? Knowing that people that are doing the same job as you are doing a worse job. You know what I'm saying? And also another message to our police officers, this really just taints y'all's name. Like, there's a reason why black people do not like y'all.
And
Regardless
just
of
like-
whether you're good or not. You can have the biggest heart in the world. They're still not gonna like you because of your other people doing this stuff.
Or
You know what I'm saying? And that's just a fact.
you can't blame people for thinking that way.
And just
either,
like
bro.
how we were talking to Mosley. Mosley's a guy on our team. Me and Beaux were in the calf. His father is a police officer, and we had to ask him. We were like, man, like, how do you feel about this? How does your dad feel about this? And what did he say exactly? Do you remember? He kind of went towards every police officer isn't bad,
yeah.
but what did he say exactly?
He said, I asked him, like, what perspective did his dad kind of lean towards? Was it the perspective of that we're sharing right now, or like a perspective from a more positive and understanding perspective of a cop?
Mm-hmm.
He said his father leans more towards the cop's perspective because, you know what I'm saying?
He said their lives are in danger.
Their lives are in danger as
So
well.
you got to think about that.
Yeah, and it's a tough job, man. I understand that, bro.
That's
But
not the point.
but
If it's a
some
tough job
things-
and you can't handle that, then that's not
That ain't
your
your job,
occupation,
bro.
It's not your
period.
job.
it
When
ain't your
I heard
job.
of when you hear a police officer,
You need
that's
to get in the
supposed be
military.
That's the highest rank of superhero.
Like you
You in
train for
charge
this,
of
bro.
protecting the rights and the lives of everybody before your own, even the rights even the lives that
Before
you're
your
arresting.
own, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
So really,
You put their life before yours.
I don't even
Exactly.
think that they're protecting themselves. I feel like they're just protecting their assumptions.
Mhm.
They're
Word.
assuming
Yeah.
that Buddy had a gun on him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They're assuming that so and so was gonna shoot them, but like they assume because of race. That's why they didn't assume that white boy was gonna shoot him when he had on the full body armor. They just detained him
And an automatic weapon.
like he was a regular person. But when it comes to people of color, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, whatever, it don't matter.
that benefit of doubt is taken away.
Exactly.
They're assuming
There's no
that they're
benefit
gonna
of
do
doubt.
it.
I understand a lot of officers, they want to be able to return home safely back to their kids.
that.
But a lot of
regardless,
people
yeah.
that they are arresting, a lot of people who are unarmed and have no intentions of ill will towards them, want to do the same thing.
Mhm.
Being that we're just regular citizens, we don't have the training that you do. The fact that you fear for your life as much as we fear for our lives when we see you, that is a problem.
Exactly.
Bro, I
You
don't
have
feel
way
safe
more
at
training.
all. If I see a cop, bro, my mindset isn't, oh, I'm safe. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm worried
My
now,
mind
bro.
is,
You
I
know
think
what
I
I'm
gotta
saying?
run.
I'm worried about doing anything that can possibly trigger this man to think.
Exactly,
about
bro.
Anything. A
Exactly,
sudden
bro.
movement, a word.
I'm not even trying to look at this man, bro.
Speak on the
I
Parkland
don't
gun
even look at
control.
public
D.
safety at our school.
Speak on the
I
Parkland
have no
gun
respect
control
for
and
them, to be honest.
tell us what that's
on
about.
a brighter side, man.
Before
Go ahead.
we're getting that, I just want to say one thing. And I just remember a congressman talking about it. It's like, he was like, you know, of course you're going to have some bad apples throughout the field, you know, when it comes to police performance. But you got to think about it in any other job. If you were to look at airline pilots, and there was just a few bad apples who just keep crashing planes
That's
over
a
and
whole
over
lot
again.
of people, boy.
Exactly.
Like, you can't just have a few bad apples in that field. You shouldn't have a few bad apples when it comes to police enforcement either. In jobs like this where lives are at stake, you cannot have that.
And that's why nobody likes police officers, especially people of color.
But
Go ahead, and give him a brighter side of things with the
Brighter
Parkland.
side, man. I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with the gun control and the movement. I believe it is Never Again. It's a group. It started off with the group of Parkland students that suffered from the shooting, and they done took off with this, man. It's all over Instagram. They just had a march
Let me
that
see.
went wild. One shout out I want to give to is
It's called Parkland.
Parkland. I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's a movement and it's strong. And
And it's
I'm here
teenage.
for
You
it.
said something about teenagers.
Yeah, it's kids, man. Kids out
Walking
here
out.
doing this.
Kids, bro.
Now, that
the
don't-
youth,
the
this
youth-
generation, bro.
The ones that are being affected
This generation,
and have
bro.
to live with it.
And that's dope.
And like the thing is, like I support them even that much more, but it's because it's like their knowledge about guns may not be extensive, but they know the difference between right and wrong.
Word.
Exactly.
And,
As a
you know,
kid.
and another side note, like kids at my high school did it. You know what I'm saying? At my alma mater, Brookwood High School. And I seen a video on Facebook. It was so many negative comments by these adults saying these kids don't even know what they're walking out of school for. They should deserve to get in trouble. Okay, and they know what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's all that matters. We gotta stop looking at the factual side of things and look to more of the moral and value side of things, because regardless, you're a human and you know what's right and what's wrong.
Exactly.
Regardless of your
Period.
nationality, race, all
People
that,
aren't
all
born
that other
evil.
mess. You know what I'm saying? You should know what's right and what's wrong. And regardless of your knowledge in that subject, you should know the difference. You know what I'm saying? This is not cool. Like whatever is happening, like this should be fixed. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud all the kids in
Me
high
too,
school
me
doing this.
I applaud all
This
y'all.
is something that should be done.
That's real,
Something that should have been
bro.
done a long time ago. Columbine.
Keep
shit,
doing
all
it.
Yeah,
I
keep
think
that
they'll
up.
hear them more than they hear the black march.
The youth gonna be
Honestly.
the ones to change the world, dog.
Exactly.
Cause look, old people, we the ones that's paying y'all social security. We paying taxes, all that. So look, if y'all want to have a good retirement,
Hop on the bus.
y'all better hop on the bus.
Better hop on the bus.
bandwagon, hop on the
We
train.
moving.
We moving.